Okay, we're here with Arlington head baseball coach Chris Ring. Thank you for taking time to come out here today on behalf of Tate Kolwyck, our 2017-18 Male Athlete of the Year. Here's the proof right here. Arlington football last year and Arlington baseball, but now he's out to Vandy. So to start off his career, but you had that young man for 4 years in your program, your shortstop, three years All-State. You're gonna miss him, are you?
Yeah, just a little bit. He was one of the most special players we've ever had in our program. We've been very blessed to have a lot of great players in our program, but Tate stood out in more than just his talent. A very unselfish player, very positive, and if he was ever down, something was bad wrong, and I can honestly say that probably only happened twice in his 4 years.
Now, to get you down here today to pick up the award, his parents bestowed that honor upon you. That means you got to know their family pretty well. You must be an outstanding young man as a person. Talk about the person.
As a person, I've been coaching, 13 years as a head coach now, and there's been a handful of players that I can honestly say reach a level of maturity as a teenager that is rare, and he was definitely one of them. Very mature, like I said before, very unselfish, and very talented in a lot of aspects. In his character, his integrity, his work ethic, his grades, obviously a multi-sport athlete. So I'll just give you a story. It was the summer of his sophomore year. We were at camp, summer camp, and I had already in my mind labeled him as a Vanderbilt type player.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think it was about that time they were national champions.
Sure.
And I've had the privilege of meeting Coach Corbin and talking to him through Team Tennessee, and Tate played, along with other players, played on that team. And Mookie Betts played on that team, and some other guys. So it's a very prestigious team, and he just modeled that type of player. So I asked him, I said, Tate, if you could go anywhere and play anywhere, where would you go? And he said, Coach, I'd like to go to Vanderbilt. And I said, well, if you keep working hard, I think that dream could come true. And it wasn't just the athletics, it was the academics too. And I definitely wanted his parents to have the opportunity, but they gave me, and I'm very honored to be able to accept this, and humbled at the same time. And the reason he couldn't, I don't know if you realize, the reason he could not accept this is he literally had, I think, one day at home after we were in the state tournament this year, and he went up to Martha's Vineyard and played for the Martha's Vineyard Sharks.
Yes, sir. And very prestigious honor.
Yeah, and he played with them. I think he was one of only 2 incoming freshmen to play on that team.
Wow.
The rest of them were going to be juniors, and he did well. He struggled a little bit as expected, but I think Coach Corbin knew that, and that's why he wanted to put him in that. And he came home, maybe had 1 or 2 days to get ready to go to Vanderbilt. So he wanted to be here a lot, and he, I know, is very humbled as well to be given this honor, and thank you so much.
And he's very deserving, and we know he's going to go down as one of the greatest Arlington students, one of the greatest Tigers that ever come through. So I guess to wrap this thing up, that was just one of his many honors, but he's a deserving young man. Yes. He works hard for the things that he's achieved. What do you think the future holds for Tate Kolwyck?
Well, in baseball, it's the sky's the limit, and he's in a lot of talented players at Vanderbilt. I think that's obvious. So he's basically starting over again. He had to prove himself at Arlington. I think he did that, and he's going to have to do that at Vanderbilt. So he's always enjoyed a challenge, and I think his positive demeanor, character, and integrity is whether it's in athletics or not, he's going to be successful in whatever he does.
Coach, we wish him the best. We know that success is going to come his way because it seems to just follow him.
Yes.
And it's been a pleasure covering him at the Bartlett Express and all our papers at Journal West 10 Media through the years. And we look forward to more success from the Arlington baseball program. We know
I would hope so.
And hopefully lives up to that last night and get those rings.
Yeah, I wanted to thank Bartlett Express for doing this, and this is a special thing. Arlington's kind of small, so we don't have our own paper. So And I appreciate Bartlett Express and you guys covering and doing this and giving him this award.
We appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Thomas. Thank you.